What's up, y'all? You here with Marky Lowe and my man Mr. Rule, Hood Guru behind the camera. Oh yeah. This episode of Classics, we're talking about the major classic. One of the first, or the first, Superfly with Ron O'Neal. A definite classic. Man, hit it up, man. Speak on it.
Superfly. We're going to get into this movie. It's a favorite of mine personally. A little stint in drama class, doing a little this and that. But Superfly is a movie, is one of the first so-called blaxploitation films. We don't like to say that, but it's one of the films that brothers really got behind, and it influenced a lot of brothers. And it kind of tells a cat in the dope game, trying to get out the dope game, in the perils of trying to survive in the tough New York City streets. Starring Ron O'Neal, Carl Lee, Julius Harris, Sheila Frazier. They got all the beautiful people in it. But as you go, we're going to go piece by piece with it and let you know and see if you can dig on it like we like it. Superfly. This is definitely a classic. Rest in peace, Ron O'Neal. We love you.
You want to vote?
Yep. Yeah, that is something else. The late great Ron O'Neal, he's in the bed and he takes a little bump of coke, a little toot of coke, or we don't know if it's actually cocaine, but it's such a cool scene. He's in the bed with his white girlfriend, the actress Cynthia is the character's name, but her real name is Polly Niles. Now this is really incredible, man. I mean, 1972, black man in the bed with a white woman snorting coke. There's some fly shit if you really think about it. But this is the movie that set it all. All your rappers, all your whatevers, this is where you got your stuff from. And this is Superfly.
You know, the funny thing about a lot of these 70s movies that really trips me out is how it looked like they really shot shit like, all right, get asshole naked, get in the bed, and shoot the scene. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's something else, man. That's way out. But I mean, what really gets me, brothers in the bed with a white woman snorting coke, and he ups and he bails. He got to leave. He got to handle his business.
Yeah.
Superfly, y'all.
Now, you got to peep the ride right here. Now, this is definitely a Cadillac, right, Rue?
It's a Cadillac.
Now, what kind is this? An L-Dog? What kind of Cadillac is that?
It looks like the L-Dog, Beverly, Barrett's,
okay.
that type. I think it's a Barrett's.
Okay.
Rag top, 72, 71 Cadillac.
Yeah.
He's definitely driving a hog in New York City.
It's funky. Fresh, definitely.
Very.
Well,
very.
I love anybody that actually rents this movie. You got to check out and peep the bass line on this joint. Back when we had our band, we used to use that little riff where the bass line breaks down, you know what I'm saying? And it's just funky. And I love the way they used the instrumental, Fred is Dead, and they wrote it throughout the movie, you know what I'm saying?
Man, that is something else. Superfly, y'all.
Alright. This scene right here is with James G. Richardson
And Mike Bray.
And this is where they jack Priest for his dope and his money, you know what I'm saying? But speak on it, Guru. What was you saying a minute earlier?
Well, I was wondering, is it blaxploitation? I know it's one of the first blaxploitation, but was it actually made by white people, or was it black people, or how did they get the name blaxploitation if it was made by blacks, or I don't know?
Because, you know, this movie was Gordon Parks.
Gordon Parks directed the movie, and it was a Six Shore production. But the blaxploitation is blacks being exploited a certain way. You're giving a generalization of black life. You're just exploiting black culture. And the thing about it, even if blacks did make the movies, this was the only type of movie that was going to let you make.
Right.
You wasn't going to get a love story or a doctor or a lawyer or any other facet of black life.
I feel you. So, which that hence the term blaxploitation, because
Right.
it was only focusing on one genre or one one lifestyle of what black life was all
Right.
about.
Hollywood will let you make movies, but only in their interpretations on how they view you.
Is it fair to say that the white director saw this movie, saw how well it did, and then started making all the movies that came afterwards?
Now, and see that's possible. That's a good way to put it too. To say like, hey, here's a movie, a gripping movie directed by Gordon Parks Jr. that showed the rough side of the ghetto, but then somebody else goes, hey, you know what? I can make a bunch of these movies and just push them out like on the assembly line and make money all day long.
Well, yeah, the credit. Well, I'm gonna give credit where credit is due. I think Melvin Van Peebles with Sweetback put it out there.
Black badass
song, and we're gonna get to that one as well. And I think once they saw the money maker and saw that we come out to support our movies and that there is a market for this, they started exploiting black actors and directors and movies and things. And only game you can play.
So there you have it.
Charles McGregor and Nate Adams, two dealers.
That's in his coat.
About to blow the joint, and he was like, let's do some blow.
And notice the recreational coke used throughout the movie. This is like what, the second time you just see recreational coke used?
Yeah, man. Trying to make a comeback in the little black era of today in 2008 too, surprisingly.
Oh, shit, man. What's so important he's got to leave now? I lost a lot of money here and I want an answer.
And that scene right there, that's where Priest catches up with his partner Eddie, played by Carl Lee. Carl Lee is a well-known actor. He's been in a lot of things. And at that point, I think Priest just makes the cardinal sin of getting Eddie to leave out of the dice game. Out of a dice game, you can't get your winnings and bail out.
Man, you know, you've heard it in everything from What They Hitting For, an Ice Cube song off America's Most Wanted, to any movie you can think of where it's like when Cat breaks out before he straight up busts everybody's pockets. It just don't happen.
Yeah, you cannot do that. You cannot leave the crap game and you got all the money in your hand.
Man.
But Eddie plays a significant part. That's Priest's main partner in this dope game.
Yeah.
Which is the movie Ron O'Neal, Carl Lee, Eddie and Priest with Superfly.
Which is you know, with almost any conflict in a movie about the dope game, you always have one cat that just wants to keep grinding, keep selling dope, keep staying in the game, and the other cat that's like, look, I done made my money, I had enough, it's time to bounce.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And once again, notice the recreational coke use.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, Ron he wasn't big on the drug scene in the movie. You know, it seemed like the drugs kind of he didn't want to promote drug usage.
The use of cocaine.
The use of cocaine, yeah. But if you look, man, I mean, recreational coke use. This is like the fourth scene.
Man, for real. But this scene right here, Snoop Dogg used this dialogue in his first album, Doggy Style, between him and Warren G. So just peep it out and peep gang.
I'm getting out, Eddie.
Getting out of what?
The cocaine business.
Oh, sweet. Man, those junkies must have knocked a hole in your head. You gonna give all this up? 8-track stereo, color TV in every room, and can snort a half a piece of dope every day. That's the American dream, nigga. Well, ain't it? Ain't it? You better come on in, man.
Classic.
All I want is some peace of mind with a little love I'm trying to find. This could be such a beautiful world with a wonderful girl. Ooh, I need a woman child. Don't wanna be like Freddie now, 'cause Freddie's dead.